Choo-choo, Kana's new shed. Choo-choo. It was a wet and windy day on the island of Sodor. The engines were working hard. Hero pulled freight. Gordon pulls the express. And Thomas was taking the freight cars to Oswell. As he arrived, Thomas saw lots of birds. He thought his singing was awesome. Then he saw Kana coming out of her shed at Tidmouth. Good morning, Thomas. puffed Otto. Thomas was surprised. Kana was very wet. Kana went and honked her horn and she rolled away. Thomas looked at the roof of Kana's birth shed.
Rain must have been dripping on Toby.
Rain must have been dripping Kana when we were sleeping at Tidmouth sheds, he said. Thomas decided to tell Sir Topham Hatt about Kana's roof. That won't do, boomed Sir Topham Hatt. Kana must be given a brand new roof at Tidmouth right away. Choo-choo, please, sir, to the Thomas. I can collect everything we need.
Thank
you, Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt. Choo-choo. Then Kana popped in with the coach to pick up some passengers. You're gonna have a brand new roof, Kana, to the Thomas. I'm off to collect everything we need. Kana looked worried, but all her passengers were now on board. She had to leave. I wonder why Kana didn't look very excited, said Thomas. First, Thomas had to collect the workmen. At Kana's shed, the birds were still singing. Workmen began to take down the old roof. Thomas met Percy at the junction. Percy was excited. Look what I'm taking to Farmer McColl's farm, Percy. It's a new house for his stoves. Well, I'm helping build a new roof for Kana's shed, said Thomas. That's exciting, Percy. Kana must be very happy. He didn't look very happy when I told him, puffed Thomas. Maybe he likes his old roof, puffed Percy. Well, I'm going to show Kana that her new roof will be the best new roof ever. Later, Tom picked up the rubber for Kana's new roof. She showed it to Kana. Look at this lovely new lumber, Kana, he tooted. Kana looked worried. I'm off to Oswell, said Thomas, when the workman can start straight away. Kana wanted to say something, but before she could, Thomas whistled. I'm sure you'll like it when it's all done. Thomas puffed away. In no time at all, Kana's roof was fixed. Thomas thought it looked lovely. Now he had the smartest shed on Sodor, he told Thomas proudly. Kana looked sadder than ever. What's wrong, Kana? Said Thomas. Kana sighed. It's much better than your old roof at Tidmouth, and it got any holes, Thomas asked. But I like my old roof with holes, wheezed Kana sadly. Little birds flew into the holes to make their nests. My shed was their home too. Thomas was surprised. He watched Kana pass very sadly into her shed.
Thomas
puffed slowly along. He had never felt so miserable.
Just then,
Thomas saw the new home Percy has delivered for Farmer Cole's doves.
It gave Thomas an idea.
Thomas steamed over to the lumber yard. He could see the lumber from Kana's old roof was still there.
He asked
the workmen to build a new birdhouse out of the old lumber.
Then all the birds
will have a new home, puffed Thomas. Soon, the new birdhouse was finished. Thomas puffed excitedly to Tidmouth's sheds. The workmen put up the birdhouse by Tidmouth. Birds came to their nest right away. All the engines were happy. Kana listened. It was very happy. His friends had returned. There were now more birds chirping than ever before. And now Kana will also be nice and drying her new shed. Thank you, Thomas, Chef Kana. I'm very happy. And so was Thomas.